80% of self-made millionaires follow simple, minimalistic money habits to grow their wealth faster. And the average person spends over $18,000 per year on non-essential purchases, wasting money on things they don't need while missing out on real wealth-building opportunities. By the end, you'll have a clear, clutter-free financial roadmap that actually works, without wasting years making costly mistakes. Follow these minimalist rules and you'll spend smarter, save bigger, and invest better. Subscribe the Wealthy channel and let's quickly dive in. Number 1. The 80-20th rule of spending. Did you know that 80% of your financial success comes from just 20% of your spending decisions? That's the Pareto principle in action. The 80-20th rule isn't just a theory, it's a financial superpower that the rich swear by. Most people waste their 80% on liabilities, subscriptions, eating out, and impulse buys, leaving only 20% for real wealth building. No wonder their bank accounts never grow. Audit your last 3 months of spending. What's a need versus a want? Redirect 20% of high-impact spending into investments like index funds, skills, or business growth. If you're buying a $1,000 phone but hesitate to invest $500 in an online course, your priorities are broken. The difference between the wealthy and the struggling. The rich master the 80-20th rule, while the rest let their 80% control them. Number 2. The 30-day pause, a simple rule that can save you thousands. Here's a truth bomb. Impulse purchases are killing your wealth. That shiny gadget, those flashy clothes, or the latest upgrade, they all feel so good in the moment, but they're costing you more than you think. This is where the 30-day purchase rule comes in, a simple concept that can transform your financial future. It works like this. Before buying something non-essential, give yourself 30 days to think it over. Why? Because in that time, you'll realize that many of those must-have items are emotional impulses, not true needs. By pausing for 30 days, you could ask yourself, will this add value to my life? If the answer was no, you can save that money for investments. Number 3. The 5-year test. Will this purchase matter in your future? Enter the 5-year relevance test, a simple rule that forces you to ask, will this item or experience still matter in my life 5 years from now? Emma, a 35-year-old marketing director who had the habit of buying luxury handbags every year. In the moment, they brought her joy, but when she applied the 5-year test, she realized those purchases weren't going to provide lasting value. Instead, she switched gears, investing in real estate and building her knowledge in personal finance. Fast forward 5 years, Emma now has multiple properties, passive income, and financial freedom. When you test every purchase against the 5-year rule, you start thinking like the wealthy, prioritizing investments that grow with time rather than spending on fleeting pleasures. Number 4. The one-in, one-out rule. We're all drowning in stuff, clothes, gadgets, subscriptions, and endless knickknacks that cost us money and drain our energy. But what if I told you that eliminating just one item for every new purchase could not only declutter your life, but also supercharge your wealth-building efforts? This is the one-in, one-out rule, a minimalist strategy where you make it a habit to remove something before adding something new. The impact of this rule goes beyond cleaning up your closet. It's about prioritizing value over consumption. The wealthy don't keep collecting stuff. They collect experiences, skills, and investments. So, before you buy that next item, ask yourself, will this help me grow wealth or just add to the pile? Number 5. The 10-second rule for spending. Let me ask you a tough question. How many times have you bought something just because it felt good in the moment only to regret it later? We've all been there. The latest gadget, a pair of shoes that look amazing in the store, or the impulse buy that promises instant gratification. These moments are the financial killers that hold us back from building real wealth. But what if you could stop that cycle of impulse spending in just 10 seconds? The 10-second rule for spending is simple but incredibly powerful. Before any purchase, count to 10 and ask yourself, is this truly worth it? It sounds simple, but this brief pause allows your logical mind to override the emotional impulse that leads to mindless spending. If the answer is no, put it back. Number 6. The The 10% joy test. Are your purchases truly adding happiness? Think about it. How many times have you bought something, only to forget about it a few weeks later or realize it didn't bring you the happiness you expected? This is the reality for so many people, chasing temporary joy through consumerism only to be left with regret. Before making any purchase, ask yourself, will this make me 10% happier in the long run? If the answer is no, keep your money and invest it in what truly matters. The goal here isn't to deny yourself pleasures, but to make intentional decisions about where your money goes. Number 7, the pay yourself first rule. Most people pay everyone else first. Bills, credit cards, the latest subscription, and only then do they think about their savings. That's backwards. When you live paycheck to paycheck, you're caught in a cycle of working hard for others while your wealth remains stagnant. The pay yourself first rule flips this entire mindset. It's simple. Before you pay anyone else, pay yourself by automatically setting aside a portion of your income for savings or investment. For instance, 10% to your retirement account, or better yet, to a high-yield savings account or investment portfolio. This automatic habit creates a wealth snowball effect. The more you save and invest, the faster your money works for you. The rich understand that wealth doesn't just come from earning, it comes from choosing to grow your money first. So start now. Make that decision to pay yourself first and let your money work as hard as you do. Number 8, the minimalist work-life rule. In today's world, it's easy to get trapped in the cycle of working endlessly just to stay afloat, constantly juggling projects, emails, and meetings. People mistake hustling hard with success, but in reality, it leads to burnout and a life filled with stress rather than fulfillment. The minimalist work-life rule is about focusing on what truly moves the needle for your wealth and personal life. Instead of trying to do everything, you focus on the essential few, those activities that bring the highest return on investment, both financially and emotionally. The rich understand that working smarter, not harder, is key to building wealth without sacrificing their life's quality. The lesson here is clear. Do less, but do it better. Focus on the few tasks that bring real value. That's the true path to wealth. Number 9, the zero-based budget rule. The idea is simple. Every dollar you earn has a job. You allocate every single penny to a specific category, from savings and investments to necessities and even fun, until your income is entirely assigned. This rule forces you to be intentional with your money, ensuring you live within your means and prioritize building wealth. When you assign purpose to every dollar, your money works for you instead of slipping away into nothingness. Don't wait until the end of the month to check your balance. Be intentional now, and you'll start seeing the results in both your savings and financial freedom. Number 10, stop comparing your wealth to others. In a world dominated by social media, comparison has become a silent thief, stealing our joy, confidence. We scroll through our feeds and see people living a seemingly perfect life with luxury cars, dream vacations, and designer wardrobes. The problem? Comparison makes us forget that we're not all playing the same game. What works for someone else might not work for you. When you compare your wealth or lifestyle to others, you shift your focus from building your own future to chasing someone else's. This leads to overspending to keep up with the Joneses, neglecting your goals, and derailing your financial progress. Your financial journey is personal, and true wealth is built by focusing on your own growth, not someone else's. If you start applying even 3 of them today, you'll see a massive difference in your savings, investments, and overall wealth. In every video, I try to discuss and address the factors that surely improve the chances of your success. If you like this also, subscribe the channel, like, and share the wealthy knowledge to your loved ones. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for joining us today. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.